lived with the Amish for a month, I picked up running. I would run every morning in the woods with Tonka truck, and it was one of my favorite things to do. But I can't seem to find that love out here in New York. It's not something that I really enjoy doing because I'm super active out here, and running on the concrete is just not the greatest. So, big day ahead. December 18th, 2024. First thing on the agenda, coffee. Second thing on the agenda, I have to go set up at my buddy Rocky's place for a shoot that I'm doing today for Interview Magazine. It's a free shoot, not ideal, but a lot of the times when you want to do more of the artistic, more editorial style of photography things, you got to do things for free. So first step, like I said, coffee, and then we're going to head over there, set up, and get prepared for Clarence, who is the actor. I forget his last name, but he's in the new movie called Sing Sing, and we're gonna go and try to pull some photos out of my ass, make something beautiful. About 30 minutes until Clarence arrives, which is what his name is. And once that goes down, I'm pretty much going to pass the camera up to my assistant Liam, and also a good friend, and we'll be documenting the BTS of it. It's stressful a little bit, not having too much of a creative going into a photo shoot, but I think we're going to make it work. Yeah, we get the motion. Yeah, I'm just playing with the wind. Keep doing you. Yeah, that's great. Keep that. Yep. Boom. 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 Woo! Thank you. Yeah. Fucking killed it.
Good job, bro.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Holy shit, we did it. We came, we conquered. There was a little sense of nervousness at the beginning, but I feel good overall product. So we'll see how the film comes out. I'm starting to notice the balance between Studio Augie YouTube channel, Studio Augie LLC, like client work is a hard one to kind of balance. Right now, client work's becoming first before the YouTube stuff, and I want to change that because I really do enjoy doing the YouTube more than I do client work. But for me to have money to do some of the traveling I want to do for this channel, I got to do some of this work. So just finished up the Clarence interview stuff, looking good. Been working on the wedding video from India, which has taken so much time. And then I have a commercial I'm shooting next week after Christmas, which is requiring me to stay home for Christmas, not going home. I have to work on this creative for this, like a storyboard and stuff like that. But it's all going to work out, and I think this channel is going to really start to blossom into a beautiful flower here soon. But right now, Gelatin Labs just sent me through my scans from India, about 10 rolls. I would say we have probably 5 or 6 images that I'm really happy with. Going into my next trip, I'm going to try to only shoot film. It's hard when I want to input those images into the YouTube video itself. But I'm realizing from this past trip that having all those cameras made it hard for me to shoot, some really beautiful film imagery. It slows you down, and having the digital, I could just pull the trigger. So I'm gonna start doing this. Once I have more film coming in and circulating, this will be an ongoing series where we go over the photos together. If you want your first roll from Gelatin Labs, they're doing a first roll for free. Link in the description below. I love these guys and the women over there. They're a great team. They care about imagery, and I can't thank them enough for all the help. So let's hop into my not so greatest work from India. I think there's some New York stuff in here too. There might be a Martha Stewart selfie and a Dave Chappelle selfie that might make the list. So let's try. I exported some of these, no particular order, so I want to go through it as just as it's been exported. So the first image, which I find to be very strong, is this one from Darjeeling. I remember taking this. I'm not sure if it was on the point and shoot or the Nikon, but the guy's hat, his turtleneck, the kit. This is definitely taken on the point and shoot. At the bottom corner, you can see like the bokeh from the kind of the shittiness of the lens. But the fact that it's kind of tilted, the background's kind of tilted, he's kind of straight. He has a kind-looking face, or a face of a storytelling. That crease over his nose, I don't know. I thought this would be a good one. The eye contact is incredible. This is a funny one, just for the sole fact that these chickens are inevitably going to die, and all they're worried about is eating the mint leaves surrounding them. So you see that one up at the right corner here. He's eating that mint leaf, and I remember taking this photo. They're like compacted into this bag, and they finally pop their head out, and they're not trying to escape. They're trying to eat the mint leaves, and I find it quite funny. The color palette on this isn't really my favorite. This one, this dog's name was Whitey. They had another dog in the background called Blackie, and another one called Brownie. That guy that you see behind the Food Club poster, he was sleeping. I don't know if he was drunk or tired, but I like this image. I think it's nice. Again, there's not much of the color palette, but I like the grittiness and the rawness of it. The focus point for my point and shoot is really quite shitty, but Whitey and the drunk man in the back really made it. This was a crazy looking dog. I mean, his eye got I don't know if it was mange. I remember someone telling me that he got into a fight and his eye was like hanging out, and it's recently started to scab over. But it's incredible the resilience of these dogs over there in India. A lot of them are just sickly looking. A lot of there's a rabies issue over there, but these dogs are resilient. I mean, this dude lost his eye, and I don't know if he got any help or if it's just a natural remedy throughout the year. But yeah, one of my favorite dog images from the trip is this guy with one eye. And I turned this to black and white because the color was so bad. This is actually the first image I shot in India when I arrived when I got to the Taj Mahal Palace Hotel. If you remember the first video from the illegal cigs of Bombay, this guy was on a blind date with this woman. He also, when he tried to take my Instagram down, I saw on the back of his phone was a picture of another woman. So I don't know if it was a blind date by her choice or a blind date by his choice. I found this very weird, and yeah, what a weird blind date. I love the blackness of this image, the blackness of the pants, the left-hand corner, the blackness. It's almost too black, but the color, like again, my color imagery is so terrible that my blacks are really black, and I love the contrast of it. But this image is beautiful in its own sense. He lives in there. I don't know what he does for a living. He's actually right next door to where I bought the cigarettes at. But he's been there since the first time I went. And I have another image of him from the past I wish I could find. But yeah, it has so much substance, this image. It has so much character and so much texture. The Hindi symbol on the right-hand corner of the swastika. There's so much to it. Really big fan of this image. His head is right between those two bags, so compositionally it has something. This is a gruesome image to me, just for the sole fact that I don't know how the Indian people can eat with such unsanitary conditions. Like these goats' heads were just hanging or laying on this table with other chicken meat behind it, and I'm just, just makes me feel a little bit uneasy. And that's the beauty of this image. It makes you feel uneasy. This is the first image I shot on the train ride to Darjeeling. Obviously it's a little blurry, but I think it kind of inadvertently tells the story of how I felt on that trip. I felt tired, I felt kind of blurry, and I didn't mean to do this, and that's the beauty of film, is it kind of captures the essence of things sometimes inadvertently. And you know, I was in such a state at this point where I'm tired and hungry, and kind of was a great encapsulation of how I felt. Well, it's probably my favorite image from the whole trip. I like how this is shot on the train moving, and I kind of set my shutter speed to kind of be able to capture him, but also create the moments of blurriness behind. And the way that he's standing, the cow standing, is so cool. It kind of just gives a sense of a dreamlike setting. And, you know, and obviously the contrast of the black and white of the cow really brings me a lot of pleasure. I'm a huge fan of black and white, so black and white cows obviously I'm going to be drawn to them. Okay, now we're getting into some New York images. This is a funny image. This is Dave Chappelle giving a speech at a restaurant that was closing down that I got invited to. And I was pretty drunk at this point, and after this photo was taken, I asked him for a selfie. Oh, we got Martha Stewart first. She was walking out. Look at that necklace. I wonder how much that necklace is worth. Obviously not the best image. Her scarf's in focus. That's probably real fur. But it was just funny to be this drunk and be like, hey, can I get a selfie with you? And in a normal setting, if I was out in public, it wouldn't have worked. But being here at this party kind of gives you access that you wouldn't normally get. And the next one's pretty sick, because Dave and I are both in focus. Dave has a cigarette in his hand. He's hammered. He's smoking cigs at this place, which is hilarious. And yeah, he was a kind dude. Kind, funny motherfucker. So, and then our last image will be a New York image. This guy got really mad at me. Hijacking land, destroy the people, Messiah is here. All this this image is a rare one. I think is a very rare one. His face, the glasses, the story that he's holding up. He did not write Messiah here behind him. He wrote, that was already written. That's at the CVS down by my ex-girlfriend's place. And that's been there for forever. So I don't know if he chose this place before that, but his bow tie, all of this, it's a great image. One of my favorites I think I've shot in the city in a long time. It just has a lot to unpack there. He's obviously, it gives you a sense of uncertainty in how the world is. So I think it's a Palestinian magazine or newspaper. But yeah, obviously I'm going to try to keep up with the videos this week. I'm not going home for Christmas. I'm going to try to do a Christmas video here in New York where it's like, I'm still kind of unpacking that idea. But moving forward, this week we'll be doing a video almost every day, even if it's kind of boring. I do love the community that we've built on this channel, and I love the way it's heading. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And again, you know, it's a work in progress to kind of curate this and to kind of balance the YouTube and the Studio Augie business. So let's keep this up. Much love, and I will see you guys tomorrow. So cheers. Whew.